I didn't open it out of anger or curiosity, but out of grief. My brother disappeared 3 years ago, without a trace. No note. He just never came home from work. The police shrugged. An adult has the right to go missing. My parents wilted like broken branches. Mom stopped baking pies, the cherry ones Sashko used to love. Dad was silent. And I, the youngest, stubbornly believed he was still out there. That he was alive. That he just couldn't come back. We found the old laptop in the garage while Dad and I were finally cleaning things up. Dust, cobwebs, random chargers no one recognized. And there it was, a familiar gray case, scratched and worn. I didn't know the password, but Sashko was always sentimental. I typed our birth date. He was 7 years older. December 9th, 1994, the system accepted it. My fingers trembled, like I was opening a grave. There were only a few folders on the desktop. Photos, work, and the one that took my breath away, do not open. With a shaking hand, I clicked. There was only one file. A video, titled, I Couldn't Take It Anymore. I wasn't breathing when I hit play. The camera wobbled, but Sashko's face was clear. Exhausted, red eyes, unshaven chin. He was in a room, maybe even this one, where I now sat. If you're watching this, Ivan, that means I'm already gone, he began, and my stomach clenched. And maybe that's for the best. He looked away, wiped his face with a sleeve. I can't live with this anymore. What I did, it's eating me alive. I killed someone. Sasha Hrytsenko. I went cold. It was an accident at first. A fight. In a bar. He started it, harassed a girl. I shoved him. He fell. Hit his head on the bar counter. His head. Blood, so much blood. I stood over him in shock. But no one saw. And I ran. Like a coward. He paused. The video trembled. Looked like he was filming with the camera in his lap. And then it got worse. I read in the news, the police suspect someone else. A guy from the neighborhood. Not me. And I stayed silent. For 3 years. Every day has been a wait. I tried to start over. Disappeared. Moved away. But even there, I couldn't sleep. I saw his face. The blood. That girl, her scream. He suddenly looked into the camera. Ivan, if you're watching this, do what you think is right. Turn this in. Erase it. Forget me. Hate me. But know this. I loved you. Always. The screen went black. I sat frozen. The world in my head crashed over me like a tsunami. Murder. My brother. The truth. And a guy who might be rotting in prison for something he didn't do. I took a flash drive. Copied the file. Hid the laptop. My heart thudded like a war drum. The room was quiet. Too quiet. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't sleep all night. The flash drive with the video lay on the table beside me like a tiny explosive. I couldn't touch it, couldn't take my eyes off it. My mind was in turmoil. My brother was dead. But before dying, he left me a responsibility heavier than any inheritance. He killed someone and stayed silent. And someone else might be rotting in prison for a crime they didn't commit. I opened the news archives. Sasha Hrytsenko, 2019, a bar fight. One hit, death. The suspect, Pavlo Durkok, found guilty, sentenced to 9 years in prison. He always claimed innocence. I remembered his face. A guy from the neighborhood. A bit odd, but calm. At the time, even I didn't fully believe he was innocent. The court's word. That's the truth, right? I closed the laptop. It felt like it was burning my hands. The next day, I went to see Mom. She opened the door, pale, tired, wearing the same old robe she used to wear before Sashko disappeared. Hi, she said, like someone half asleep. Can I come in? She nodded. I sat in the kitchen, where it used to smell like cherry pies, and now only of dampness and silence. Mom, did you ever think that Sashko might have done something? Something bad? She froze, silent for a long time, then sat across from me, eyes locked on mine. He wasn't a saint, but not a killer. Why do you ask? I didn't answer. I just stared at her. I wanted to cry, but I couldn't. Not now. What did you find out? She asked. I said nothing. I couldn't. This wasn't just the truth about Sashko. It would have been her second death. That evening, I sat in my car outside the police station for hours. Keys in the ignition. The flash drive in my pocket. My hands, ice cold. I imagined it. I walk in, sit down, show the video. They reopen the case. Pavlo is exonerated. Everyone thanks me. Justice wins. But then I saw the other picture. Mom finds out. People start asking questions. The press digs it up. And on my brother's grave, Instead of son and brother, they write murderer. Our family name turns to shame, and I'd have to live with that I betrayed my brother, even after death. Is justice always the right thing? What if truth destroys more than the lie ever did? I went to the park, sat on the same bench where Sashko and I used to sit. He talked to me about life, about how you shouldn't trust everyone, how important it is to be honest. And he wasn't. And yet, I couldn't hate him. I started writing a letter. To Pavlo. Anonymous. I wrote everything. About the confession. The video. Sashko. I added the flash drive. The next morning, I mailed it to the law firm that once handled his case. No names. No words. I'm no hero. And no judge. Just a brother. It's been 6 months. The news is silent. No mention. Maybe the lawyers found it. Maybe they're investigating. Maybe they just tossed the flash drive. Anonymous evidence rarely makes a difference. Or maybe the truth is slowly surfacing from the dark. I didn't turn Sashko in to the police. But I didn't keep it all inside, either. I did the only thing I could. Sometimes I still hear his voice in my dreams. Do what you think is right. I did. And now, I just live. ChatGPT.